Hi, it's Jane Heron here again. I am the leadership coach who gives the gift of direction. And what we've been talking about this week is taking a trip to vagueness. Now, sometimes we want to think that maybe we'll be going to Vegas, Las Vegas, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, which is the wonderful marketing tool that has brought millions of people to Sin City. But I'm taking you from that tangible place to an intangible space, and it's called vagueness. It's the place that we do SSDD, same stuff, different day. And staying in vagueness is the worst thing that you can possibly do for yourself, because years will go by and you won't know that anything has changed in your life, except some of the damaging things that we do at Vegas, which is to overeat, overdrink, drug, sex, rock and roll. We are over shopping. We're doing all of those things. But when we go to Vegas, there's a line of travel. We go in, we stay. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and then we come back out. With vagueness, you are going in, you forget that you're going in. As a matter of fact, if you're offered a trip to vagueness, say no. But I'm going to tell you that oftentimes you're going to go to a workshop, and what it is a trip to vagueness. Anytime there is super high excitement and they're just simply pumping you up, pumping you up, pumping you up, and you walk away feeling very, very, very excited, but within 2 to 3 days you've forgotten everything that was said and you don't have an action plan, that was a trip to vagueness, to get you excited and to get your credit card pulled out. So vagueness is a really good place that we really do love to shop. I want you to think back at the time when COVID began. People were staying home. The people who were in vagueness were the people who were so bored, and they were watching Netflix and all the different subscription TV, and they just couldn't stand it. Oh my goodness. The people with the gift of direction were so happy to have extra hours in the day. As a matter of fact, they're so busy from the time they get up till the time they go to sleep, and it's exciting work that they're doing. So there's a difference between having that gift of direction or being offered a trip to vagueness. Where do you want to go? So staying in vagueness, we said that you practice the law of distraction, not the law of attraction, but the law of distraction. And that causes you to stay in vagueness too long. It lulls you into a comfort zone that you believe is okay until you realize years have gone by and all of a sudden you need to make an income and you don't know how to do it. So the law of distraction can be very, very harmful. It causes you to go into avoidance. Think about the things that you avoid. A lot of people avoid doing their taxes. They avoid and avoid and avoid, and they wait until the very last minute. This particular year, we were given from April 15th to July 15th. And you want to wonder how many people have avoided and still don't have it done, even with that extra 4 months. We major in the minors. We're going to go out and we'll get the car washed, we'll get the garden done, we'll make sure that the garage is clean, when in fact we really needed to assign ourselves to sit at our desk and get specific things done so that those specific things would pay the piper. We would have the ability to say, those things are done, they're behind me, now I can go out and have the treat of working in my garden. Procrastination, back to exactly what we're talking about, drifting from one thing to another. Sitting on the benches is what we talked about yesterday as well, and sitting on the sidelines of thinking you're really in the game. Well, you're in the arena, but you're not in the game, because if your palms aren't sweating, you're not in the game. So when it comes to thinking about getting the gift of direction, this is the person who has a map in their pocket, a compass in their hand, and a commitment in their heart. They're willing to chart their course so that they can pull out that map at any time and they can determine exactly where they are. It's the map that's going to bring you back to your true self. It's the map that's going to help you realize that your life matters. It's going to give you all kinds of sense of purpose and excitement. And here's the great thing. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your gender. It doesn't matter your economic status. It doesn't matter how long you've been in vagueness. What matters is that you are giving yourself the gift of direction. Now, I am a leadership coach that focuses on giving you the gift of direction. And that's what I want to make sure that you have at the end of each session, that you know that you have a map, what you need to do. You have a compass. You know where your true north is, what's your highest priority. And you know that you have a commitment in your heart, and you begin to feel that passion growing and growing. My name is Jane Heron. I hope that you'll join me on the next session, because we're going to dive into this subject even deeper. Thank you for being here today.